Hello, online crew. Let's talk about Facebook advertising today. What do you need to know if you're going to dive into the world of Facebook advertising? So that's what we're going to concentrate on today, and just talk about some of the things that you need to be aware of if you're going to delve into the interesting and diverse and sometimes complicated world of Facebook ads. So if you are joining me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. If you're part of our community here, or if you're new to the community, please let us know. Put the palm tree emoji down below. That's our little adopted mascot here for our online crew community. And if we have not met before, my name is Helen Martin and I am your online crew captain. And we have the what am I trying to say? The most awesome online crew community here, full of entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, network marketers, those involved with MLM. And what we're trying to do here is learn to leverage social media to build our business online. So we don't want to chase anybody to buy anything off us, to buy any products off us, or join us in our business. We truly want to learn how to attract people to us online. So that's what we do here. Now, I am figuring, because I can't see any comments, Facebook is back in action with me and not letting me see any of your comments. Didn't take long, guys, did it? I've only been back from holidays, a few days, and Facebook's already playing games with me and not letting me see your comments. But please say hello. I'll get back to your comments after the live. I'm pre-prepared with my backup phone. I'll pull up my live and see who's here with me. So please still say hello. Oh, Facebook. I've had a rest from holiday. Do you think Facebook having a bit of a rest from me with no internet, that they might be nice to me? I think I had comments. Yeah, I had comments yesterday. So let's see who is here. Oops, I better turn my volume down. Okay, so we have Selena. Hello, Selena. Teresa, how you going? We've got Crystal. Good to see you on. Yes, Sean. Oh, no comments. High Five Mike is here. Hello, Mike. We've got Anna from Bali. Anna, that's awesome. I hope you're having a beautiful time in Bali. That's amazing. I love Bali. We've been to Bali many times with our family. My boys keep saying to me, when are we going back to Bali? Because I've been traveling so much, we haven't got to Bali lately. Hey Emma, great to see you all on. So please still say hello and communicate with me even though I can't see your comments. The one good thing you do know is when I can't see your comments, I get through my content quicker. So it's going to be a shorter live if that's any consolation. So who's ready to dive into Facebook ads? Well, firstly, for those of you that are listening and even catching the replay, let me know sort of yes or no. Are you doing Facebook ads? So let me just get a gauge of, who's actually already doing Facebook ads or not. Or even add in, down there, let me know want to. So whether you are a yes, whether you aren't a no, or whether you're keen to, just sort of put want to down below. Give me a bit of a gauge as to who's playing in this area of Facebook ads and who's not. So what I want to sort of share with you is what you need to know if you're going into the world of Facebook ads. And the very first thing that I will say is it's a very quick way to lose money if you don't know what you're doing. Very quick way to lose money. So if you've got money to burn, if you've got a hole in your pocket that you don't mind having, then certainly go and do Facebook ads and have no skill level around it, because it's one of the fastest ways that you can lose money. So I share with you a massive caution around Facebook ads. If you don't know what you're doing, if you have not had any training around Facebook advertising, don't go there, guys. Because of the fact of what I just said, it's a very fast way to lose money when you don't know what you're doing. Even when you've had some training and you've, elevated your skill level around Facebook ads, there is still the risk that it's not going to work. And that's all part of the learning journey with Facebook ads. I've done Facebook ads now for maybe a couple of years, and it took me a long time. before I got a successful Facebook ad. And the only way that I could get to that stage is by playing around with it, trialing and testing, being really good at knowing my numbers. So that's the other side of it. It's not only putting the ad together, it's knowing what your numbers mean when you're looking at your ads manager and what all the metrics mean to tell you what you need to know as to whether to continue with that ad and what elements of that ad to change. Because there's the front end of the ad, like your ad copy, and then that's where you're sending people to. And then are you expecting a sale at the end of it or not? Like, depending what you're actually advertising will depend what you put together as far as your ad. But unless you know how to read your numbers at the back end of the ad, then you're not going to know which part of your funnel is broken because you don't know what you're doing. So that's where I say massive, massive caution. What do you need to know about Facebook ads before you dive into them? Lots of things. You need to know how to grab somebody's attention from your ad copy, and your metrics will tell you that. By what you read in your back office, there are certain numbers that I can look at somebody's numbers and go, they're not resonating with your copy. They're not even clicking through. Your cost per click's through too high. Your click-through rate is too low. So that tells me immediately that no one's actually even clicking through on your ad. So that's what the piece we need to look at. It might be, well, okay, your cost per click is great and your click-through rate is awesome. So people are clicking through, but you're not getting a lead from it. You're not getting any engagement from it. Or potentially if you're selling something, you're not getting a sale from it. So your front-end copy is okay, but we got to fix this bit in the middle. Do you guys know how to do any of that? So if you are doing Facebook advertising, is there information that you do or don't know? Or you're sitting here and go, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, Helen. Or you're sitting there going, what the hell's a click-through rate? What the hell's a cost per click? I don't even know what she's talking about. She's talking a different language. If you're doing Facebook ads and you don't know that language, you shouldn't be doing Facebook ads. Okay, and I don't say that to be, mean or anything. I'm saying that to save you money, because there is a lot of skill involved in doing Facebook ads, and people get the wrong impression of Facebook ads because they do them because, for one, Facebook might be putting a big blue button in front of you saying boost me. And obviously you can only do this if you're on a business page. So if you're just creating curiosity and intrigue on a personal page, you can't even do Facebook ads. So for one, you need a business page. Facebook ads are awesome when you know what you're doing. When you can put $1 into a Facebook ad and make $2 back, you can scale that when you know what you're doing. There are ads that you can do that you're not going to have a sale attached to the end of it. You just might want to grow your audience. You might want to get more people to your business page, like through a likes campaign. So there are certain ads that you will do to boost your exposure that are not necessarily going to relate to an immediate sale. And that's okay, but that's part of your advertising budget that you're putting towards your business. So if you are serious about building your business online, then Facebook advertising should be a part of that equation somewhere along the line. Maybe it's not now. There are people that say you don't need to advertise, and no, you don't. It's not, it's not absolutely essential to be successful online, but it can just help speed up your results. So it depends whether you've got the budget for it. It depends how fast or how slow you want to move with getting results online. Doing Facebook advertising enables you to grow your audience quicker and to get results faster. But obviously, to delve in that area, it comes at a cost. So what you want to learn to do is to make that cost work for you rather than against you. And there are so many people out there that are delving into the world of Facebook ads that really don't know anything about the objective of the ad that they've chosen, the audience that they're sending their ad to, or all the little metrics that I talked about, like cost per click or click-through rate or link click or relevancy and, different measures like that. And you've got no idea not only what you're putting forward to Facebook, but you got no idea how to read the numbers on the other side of it. So it's a dangerous game to play, guys, if you really don't know what you're doing. So one of the things that you want to be aware of is not only how to put a good ad together, you got to set up the ads manager account correctly. You've got to know what Facebook does and doesn't accept in relation to Facebook advertising. So there's a lot of things we specifically need to be aware of in this industry that other industries don't need to worry about, because Facebook is not particularly keen on people in our industry advertising things like money-making opportunities. Things like before and after photos. So I was this big and now I've lost all this weight because of this weight loss product. That's going to get you into a whole lot of trouble. Promoting to a money-making opportunity will more than likely get your ad shut down and could even get the ad disapproved. Worst case scenario, you get your ad account shut down, which can actually lead to you not even being able to do anything on your business page. So they are the dangers, particularly within this industry with Facebook advertising, because Facebook does not like anybody advertising something that is leading to money making online. So we've got a lot more challenges in this particular industry than other industries do with Facebook advertising. So the last thing you want to do is go and play, not know what you're doing, and then you get your ads disapproved. Now, that's not the end of the world. I've had ads disapproved. Many people do. It's all part of the process. Hopefully you can ask Facebook, what is it that was the problem? They give you some sort of answer, you rectify it and get your ad approved again. Sometimes that doesn't happen though. So you need to know before you start advertising what is and isn't acceptable to Facebook in this industry before you even start playing in that area. Is this all making sense, guys? I'm sorry I can't see your comments to interact with you along the way. I'll just have a quick look to see what you guys are saying. Oops, where are we? Hang on. Just let me know your thoughts about what I've sort of cautioned you, against so far. So Crystal's not doing them yet. Facebook is broken in ways. I keep getting notified about being a top fan. Oh, that's interesting. You're still a top fan here. Are you talking about my page or just in general, Sean? Interested to know. Selena's doing them. Olive's doing them. Crystal wants to do them. Sean's not doing them, but he'd like to. Michael's not doing them. Hey, Edith, how are you? Sam, hello, Helen. Good to see you again. And you too. Hey Davina, hello Helen and Henry, catching light, awesome, makes sense, still a lot to learn for me as Facebook is always changing. That's the other thing, and it's a very good comment, Selena. Just because you do an ad now, today, doesn't mean that it's going to be okay or not get disapproved in the future. So to give you an example of that, I had a really great ad that I was running for a very long time. I ran it for over a year. Great social engagement on it, lots of comments, brought me lots of leads, and just awesome ad. It ran for over a year and then it got disapproved. So some of you there like, I had an ad running for 3 weeks and then it got disapproved. I had an ad running for a year with heaps of social proof on it, lots of interaction and engagement on it, and it got disapproved. I knew when I appealed it and said to Facebook, oh, please, Mr. Facebook, I don't know what I've done wrong. Can you let me know so I can fix it? I knew I wasn't going to get that ad up and running again because there was language I used, over a year ago that I would not teach you to use today. So I did try and appeal it, and they naturally said, no, it offends our policies against misleading information going to a money-making opportunity. And, I knew that because of the language. So what worked a year ago, what doesn't work now? What worked maybe 6 months ago in the words that you use may not necessarily work now. There are always new words that are being added to their bots. So they just have little bots in the background, like little automatic computer things that have got words stored. And if you use those words, disapproved ad. They'll pull your ad down. So you may get it approved in the first place, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay approved by the time the bot gets around to scanning everything. They can't keep on top of everything when it gets approved, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay approved. That's quite common. People get really shocked about that. So that's quite normal now. And there might be something that you wrote 6 months ago that was okay then, but now it's not, and the bot has picked it up and disapproved it. So it's changing all the time. And this is one area that you want to keep your skill level and knowledge up to speed so you don't get your ads disapproved and get black marks against your name, if you like. And most importantly, that you don't get your ad account shut down. Just because it gets shut down doesn't mean you can't get your ad account back up and running again. It's quite common, people do that, but there is a risk. If you've offended, and you may have done it really innocently, but if you've offended and violated their policies sort of more than once, they probably won't give your ad account back to you, which is a whole nother discussion about, oh, do I need a new business page potentially, you know, those kind of things. So, it's really easy to get into trouble if you sort of don't make sense. Yes, makes sense. Still a lot to learn. Facebook doesn't like you leading people off the platform. That's correct. But with Facebook advertising, we're paying them to do that. So they don't like Facebook taking you off their platform in organic, so your reach will be reduced organically. If you are paying Facebook, so you're doing Facebook advertising, generally we're always leading them to somewhere, but we're actually paying for them to do that. What you want to be aware of is who you're targeting in your ad. If your targeting is off, maybe your ad's working, it's not disapproved, but if you're putting your ad in front of the wrong people, you're also burning a hole in your pocket. So there's lots of ways that you can slip up with Facebook ads. Mel, hey Mel, makes sense, can't wait to learn more. So Mel's doing the wise thing and not delving into that area until she learns a bit more. Your page keeps notifying about being your top fan. Oh, it's my page. I don't know what Facebook's doing there, Sean. Just a great reminder that you're a top fan, Sean. Take it as a compliment. They like you to do their blueprints course. Yeah, warning. They do like to push you through their blueprints course, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best thing for you to do. So, take their blueprint course with caution as well. You've got to learn what is specific to your industry. That is very generic. So we don't want to get generic in this industry. We need to be very, very careful. Very careful. Sorry. Yep, my ad was shut down like that too. So you've already experienced, Selena. The blueprint is really great. It is a free resource. So, if you've got no knowledge and you need some knowledge, the blueprint is good, but it's not necessarily tailored to the warnings of our industry. So just, make sure you've got that awareness as well. Okay. Emma, I've had ads running for 3 months, then disapproved, and Facebook dismantled my ad account when I keep appealing. Yeah, so Emma's had problems as well. Even 2 months ago, did you know that Facebook doesn't like abbreviations like LOL? They will hide it if someone uses it in your comments. There's things that Facebook like and don't like, but it's often not a blanket as easy as that. So there are things that people that spend a lot of money on Facebook will do those things and it'll be fine. You do them because you're new to Facebook advertising and you'll have problems with it. My likes campaign has been running for a long time. I've got the word network marketing in my likes campaign. Not a problem, still running, not disapproved, no issues with it, and it's fine. Somebody else who's brand new to Facebook advertising might use the words network marketing in their likes campaign and they can't get it approved. So it's not necessarily a blanket rule for things like abbreviations. And one I had yesterday was somebody asked me about emojis. I've heard that if you use emojis, your ads are going to get disapproved. That's not the case. I've got emojis all the way through my ads. Please just have an open mind with Facebook ads, and the things that you hear are often not blanket true statements. So things like statements like, oh, if you use emojis, your ad's going to get shut down. If you use abbreviations, it'll get shut down or reduced or whatever. Just yes, there is some truth to some of those things, but it's not blanket rules like that. There is a lot to learn about Facebook advertising, and you need to test and trial and test with caution in the beginning. And when you are somebody who's got some history on your ads manager account, your business manager account, then you may be able to do things that new people can't. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So just be very wary of where you're hearing your information from and what you do and don't do with Facebook advertising as to actually whether that's true or not. Because a lot of people say a lot of things about Facebook and Facebook advertising, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. What I'm saying to you is, if you are brand new to Facebook advertising, you need to tread with extreme caution in the words that you use, even, the new engagement baiting, strategies that they're scanning our Facebook lives for those words. They don't like those words in ads now either. Like, there's always something new coming up that you need to be cautioned and wary about. And this is why I say, don't do Facebook ads unless you know what you're doing. Don't do Facebook ads unless you're getting some training around it. Don't do Facebook ads unless you've increased your skill level and you've gone through a course or something to give you some kind of knowledge, not only about putting the ad together, but reading the metrics at the end of it, knowing who you're sending your ad to. You can have a wonderful ad, but the audience that you send your ad to could be completely unrelated to the target market. So this is where your branding piece becomes really, really important, and your branding has to come before Facebook advertising. If you don't know what your brand is online, if you haven't got that sorted out, if you don't know who your target market is, who your customer avatar is, what you stand for, what your brand is online, having a very clear business page about what your brand is, you shouldn't be doing advertising yet. The brand has got to come before the advertising. Guess where people go and check out you when they come across an ad on Facebook and they don't know who you are, but goes, that looks slightly interesting, but I don't know who this person is. Where do they go to check you out? They go back to your business page. They've just got to click on the link up the top and it leads back to your business page. So if your business page is really confusing, there's no clear brand on that business page, you've got information all over the place, and it's like, oh, I don't really know what they do. And somebody can't tell that within about 6 seconds, then, that's not good for your Facebook ads either. You want to have a really clear structure and, branding presence on your business page before you even do an ad. So the branding has got to come first, and then the ads come after that. Okay? Because you don't want people to see your ad, come back to your Facebook page and go, I'm just not really sure about this person. So then they don't take the action that you want from your ad. You're wasting your money again. Okay? So it all goes hand in hand. If you need help with branding, I'm starting my branding course again next week, next Monday. I work with you a month to get your branding sorted out. Even if you've got an existing page, maybe you need a complete overhaul of that business page. I've put cryptically up the top here my website, which is www.helenmartinonline.com. On my website, about 3/4 of the way down, I've got 2 graphics. One is to a Facebook advertising for beginners. I'm doing in my coaching community next week. You can click on that graphic and get into my coaching community and go through the boot camp that I'm going through all this stuff to do with Facebook ads next week. Next to that is a graphic about my branding course, which I'm starting next Monday as well. Double whammy if you've got the budget for it and you're serious about your business. Click on both graphics on my website and have a look at the information. Maybe something that could be really helpful to you. If you use you and approve, they won't approve your ads. Yes, that is true, Teresa. They don't like people using the words you and your, because to them it's feeling like you're calling people out. So that is something that can get ads, disapproved if you use the words your or you, things like that. So there's all these little things that you need to learn, but there are, that's just one of many. But yeah, good comment, Teresa. Just caught you don't want to lose my badge. Judy and Bob finally got the top fan badge. They've been here for ages. They were deserving months ago. So say congratulations to Judy and Bob for finally getting the top fan badge. So great to see that you got that. So Judy and Bob are looking forward to the boot camp. Yes, experience counts. Helen, do you offer a course on understanding the Ads Manager platform and the information in it? So I am doing a Facebook ads for beginners next week in my coaching community. So that's why I said go to my website and look at the picture that's got that written on it. There's a big Facebook symbol. You can find that on my website. You need to get into my coaching community to get access to that. I'm going through from scratch. So there are people in my coaching community that don't even have an ads manager or a business manager account. So I will be going through setting one of those up and going through the basics of Facebook advertising. So the objectives of the different types of ads, because there's many of you playing around with Facebook advertising that don't know the objectives of the different types of ads. So what I mean by that is a likes campaign, an engagement ad. I'm going to go through a video views ad, and there was something else I was going to go through as well, boosted posts. I'm not going as far as traffic ads or conversion ads because that's a whole nother skill level. And if you're beginning, that's too complicated for people. We've got to get you understanding the audience that you need to send your ad to, the targeting and the metrics, whether it's a likes campaign or an engagement ad or a video views ad. You want to do video views ads, guys. If you're doing Facebook Lives, you want to increase your audience. You want to increase your reach. But do you know who to put that ad in front of? Like all those things I'll be covering in my bootcamp, in my coaching community next week. You can get in there for $1 for 3 days. Have a look at the information that clicks through from my website. You're not locked in to my coaching community. It's a monthly coaching community, but you could go in, do that bootcamp and get out the following month. You're not locked into anybody in my coaching community. Don't feel that you're stuck in there. But I do boot camps every month, and there's boot camps in there on branding, content creation, blending, Facebook profile overhaul, prospecting, networking, attraction marketing boot camps. There's 6 months worth of boot camps sitting in there. So huge value if you're up for the learning. Okay. Perfect day here in Bali. Much better than here in Australia at the moment, Anna, I bet. Oh, thank you. Sean's got the link to the branding course there. Hello, Karen. Mel, I'm sorry, I'm catching up with the comments here because I can't see them there if you've just jumped on. Tina, hello, Tina. This is weird. I'm not getting all the comments. This has happened over the last few lives. I can't see the top fan on any comments. That's interesting, Michael. But that's Facebook doing its... I talked about this a little while ago, and you should, if it's running live, you should see everyone's comments pop up. But it could be Facebook in the background eliminating some of the comments already. Either sounds really good. I noticed I can't see all comments too. Interesting. Okay, so it's obviously related to lives as well. So this happens when I go back to my live, which is not helpful when I can't see your comments on the screen like I can't today, and I'm just trying to catch up on my spare phone. But I do remember you go back to your live after you've watched it and pull down the little arrow that says all comments. Even then though, I know there's comments that's been made on the screen sometimes and I still don't see them. So I just keep going back to my live a few times to sort of catch that. Okay. So, so what I'm going to go through in the Facebook, what did I call it? The basics of Facebook advertising or something like that next week. So those of you in my coaching community, you're already covered. So that'll be next week, and I look forward to seeing you guys in there. Anybody that wants to look at that information to get into my coaching community, just go to my website, just take out the gaps that I've written before and put that in Google and have a look at that information. So I'm going to go through the Ads Manager and Business Manager. I'm going to go through how to do a likes campaign, an engagement ad, and a video views ads, and the things to be aware of with boosting posts as well. As I said, traffic ads and conversion ads is a whole different skill level, and some of you are just not ready for that yet. So this is the basics of Facebook advertising. Even if you're doing traffic ads and conversion ads, there are still things that you would learn by what I'm going through in the boot camp that would be a benefit to you regarding targeting and audiences and knowing your metrics and stuff like that. Okay, so the help is there if you want to learn a little bit more about those two things. Just please, whatever you do, don't delve into the world of Facebook advertising unless you have some kind of knowledge around what is offensive and misleading to, in particular, our industry. The message, how to put an ad together, the objectives of the different types of ads that you're using. Even those of you that are delving into a traffic ad and a conversion ad, do you know the difference between the two? Do you know when you move to a conversion ad from a traffic ad when you do that? I'm not going through that in the boot camp, but those kind of things, guys, you need to know if you're delving in those areas, and definitely learning how to read your metrics in the back end to know this ad is not working, I need to turn it off. Or this is the area in my funnel of my ad that's not working because the numbers are telling me that. So those are the kind of things that you really need to increase your skill level before you burn a hole in your pocket. Okay? So I hope that's helpful to those of you that are thinking about advertising, are doing advertising, but maybe you don't have the right skill level to be doing advertising. Some of the things that you need to be aware of and get some more information about. And for those of you in my coaching community, I look forward to the boot camp next week with you guys. All the information is on the link on my website, which you can just take out the spaces and put into Google from what's written up above there in the description. So, you guys will learn a lot sort of next week. So I look forward to that. Also, the branding piece, any of you that, really need to get your branding sorted out, that's starting next Monday as well. You can also get access to that information from my website. So if you've got any questions, feel free to message me personally. This is all for your benefit, to not waste your time or your money on social media, because that's exactly what's going to happen if you don't have your branding exactly on point, and you delve into the world of Facebook advertising and you don't know what you're doing. So I don't want you to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste your money. So there are options there to get help if you need it. Okay, so thank you for being with me live. Sorry I can't see your comments. I'll go back to the comments sort of shortly afterwards, but I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye guys.